Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to a Friday arena and chill session. We're just going to be very casual today, just building up the streak in arena, chilling with the subscribers, and kind of answering questions and all that kind of fun stuff that you've come to expect for arena and chill streams on the channel. So yeah, anyway, we got to get the first champions in, and then I assume by the time that's done, we'll have some of the notification squad popping through. So let's chuck in Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Hulkbuster, Magneto, just some low-tier ones to get it started. What is up to Naeem, Nightcracker, Jordan, MGX, Gabriel, Adita, John Dennis, Half, Sapphire Joseph, Last Night Rianne, that guy, Cerberus Max, Arfafa, Attila General, AJ Joseph, Jordan, Karev, Buddy, Whale, Dante, Carissa, Feast, YNT, Dimitri, Lord Shadow. Welcome everybody today. Got bare people in chat already. It's popping off already. Just fantastic. So right after this video as well, we have a double 4-star crystal opening. So after we do the live stream today, I've got it all uploaded, all ready to go. A double 4-star hero crystal opening for Whale Milker 27. He hasn't had the best luck so far. Chilling with that Kamala Khan. A couple of pretty good defenders in Storm. But today, I don't know guys, there might be some good luck, there might be some really bad luck. You're going to have to find out for sure. I do need to update the cutoffs in the description, you're damn right about that. I will sort that in a second. After we've done this round of arena, I'll quickly update that. But that's a good point. I was incredibly surprised. I don't know if you guys have heard the news, but Iceman actually went for 3.6 million in the final round. And I was kind of looking at the trends with the scores, and it seems you had about the pool size was about 127,000, I believe, and you had about 11, I think it's like 10k people that went like 6 million plus, and then a lot of people that just didn't really try too hard, were between that 3.6 to 6 million, and got really lucky that not a huge amount of people, well, you know, 10, 11,000 is still a lot of people to put in 6 million, but there were a lot of people that, yeah, just kind of did that, and the pool size kind of exceeded the demand there and lowered the cutoff by a ton. So there's some really interesting stuff, because I've never I guess a lot of people were very maybe demotivated by the first round, and when, oh, like if it's going to be that high, I just can't be asked to go in for another grind unless I'm going crazy. So yeah, man, that's a really interesting thing, especially about the size of the arena pool, because it's been increasing exponentially. So not that many people in comparison to the first round went that hard in the second round. So yeah, man, for sure. Thank you very much, Kabam Mike. I appreciate that. Who I'm pretty sure is the legit one. Do I still have the Max Morningstar? No, it's just removed from my account, what was it, yesterday evening? So yeah, we don't have it anymore. Again, it was only there for the best part of, what is it, 48 hours, just for a little bit of testing and early review purposes, and then, boop, it's gone. So yeah, I think in that time we managed to, there was quite a spam of Morningstar videos yesterday, but you know, I had to, we only had it for a temporary amount of time, so I had to make the most of that. But yeah, I think there was some really awesome, I'm pretty happy with all the Morningstar videos yesterday. I think the Ghost Rider review one, there are some parts in that one that kind of overlapped in terms of what we were saying, but the Act 5 gameplay one, I was pretty happy with that. That one was pretty badass. So yeah, I really like Morningstar, but I'm just, I think she's a really good addition to the game, but I'm much more excited for Blade. I feel like Blade is just this character that is just going to be insane. There aren't really many champions like Blade at the moment in terms of everything that he can do. So yeah, you got phenomenal damage output, you've got infinite regen, you've got ability accuracy reduction, you've got virtual immunity to debuffs when you're at pretty much full power. So yeah, there's some insane stuff with Blade, which, you know, in terms of my tier listing, I already believe he's going to be a god tier champion. But again, I don't say for certain until I've actually got my hands and played with a character. But all of the gameplay that I've seen so far from the people that actually know how to play him, because there are a lot of people that just don't know how to play Blade. I've seen some like really bad gameplay videos and screenshots from some people who just cannot take 5 minutes to read the actual abilities and figure out how the champion works. So yeah, is Jane Foster a good champion? She's a pretty decent damage dealer when she's awakened, but when she's unawakened, she's relatively ass. So yeah, the problem with also Jane Foster as a character is that the Mystic class, the top champions in that are so good that there isn't really much of a need to take up a Mystic champion just for decent damage. You know, most of the top Mystic champions are absolute utility gods, so you much prefer generally having that. And you can find a lot more damage in classes like the Mutant and Skill and Cosmic if you're just looking for a hard-hitting character that stuns quite a bit. Also Hulk. What's that? What else do we have? Shout out to the lads who lost the girlfriend in the round 1 Iceman grind. Yeah, I saw quite a bit of discussion on... There was like a post on Reddit this morning which made me chuckle of somebody like screenshotting them getting Iceman, and they were like, shout out to my ex. If it wasn't for you, I would have never managed to get this. Something like that, man. It was some shade for sure. It was absolutely fantastic. What is the cutoff for Freestar Morningstar? You probably want to go... at least 1.6 million, maybe even a little bit higher. I think kind of the safe score for a Freestar now is starting to etch on 1.7 million. So yeah, I think if you're planning a grind for Blade, you definitely want to be looking at going 1.7 to 1.8 million. But in terms of how good Morningstar and how she's going to be in terms of a Freestar cutoff, yeah, I'd probably say 1.7 million. You know, if you're going to grind 1.6 million, you might as well take the time to do another 100k. So yeah, let me update the cutoffs anyway in the description. So so got Morningstar Freestar. I'm going to say 1.7 million if you want to be safe for that. And then we have Groot. So Groot is just such an ass champion. I mean, he's not even like a champion that most people want to pick up for their arena grinding just because he's so friggin' slow. So Groot, I don't know. I'd say like, I don't imagine Groot to be over 2 million. But if you want to be super safe, maybe go 2.2 million. And then we have Morningstar, the 4-star. Gosh, I'm not really too sure where the Morningstar 4-star is going to land at. Again, it's very, very erratic, that bracket. But I'm just going to very tentatively say 18 million because she's still a really, really good champion. She's a lot going for her. And I know a lot of people are. Morningstar's seems to be, I've watched some of the other YouTuber reviews. She seems to be a very Marmite champion. Whether or not, you like the Souls mechanic and like the idea of a champion starting off a little bit gimped, but then becoming very, very powerful in terms of what she can do. So yeah, I don't know. I quite like that design to a certain extent, but obviously there are gameplay scenarios where it has its flaws. But also with Morningstar's ability to lifesteal, or in terms of damage done, there are also nodes and scenarios where her attack can be significantly boosted, and that lifesteal can go up to bonkers. So yeah, I think Morningstar is actually a really great addition to the game in terms of what she can bring to the table. But personally, for a lot of stuff, I would probably prefer to play a Ghost Rider over Morningstar. It's kind of the initial vibe I got, but I like the character. She's very, very fun to play, can do a lot. Champion that is immune to Cold Snap, Mephisto. Who's better, dupe level 99 Miss Marvel, dupe 4, or unduped Hyperion? I would probably say unduped Hyperion is the best of those characters there, because he doesn't really need to be awakened to be super good. But duped 4, if you're somebody that likes stuns a lot and relies on stuns, maybe that's going to be... I'd still probably take up Hyperion. Hyperion is just such a crazy bonkers character. So yeah, I'd probably go Hyperion, then 4, then Miss Marvel. What's that? I got Blade from the 4-star Blade from the 5 crystals, but no gems, so he's just unduped. Sad face. Well, that's not really a reason for a sad face. I mean, you can eventually get an awakening gem. You got very lucky with the 4-star Blade, man. I'm going to give you absolutely zero sympathy for those tiers because you got a friggin' god tier 4-star champion. So yeah, man, I'd be quite happy if I were you and be like, oh, eventually, we can pick up a 4-star awakening gem somewhere. So yeah, man, you get absolutely no sympathy there. Just telling you straight up today, my friend. Telling you straight up. Right, let's go for some kind of fairly mid-range champions. Let's get these two in. I mean, these 3 champions are all pretty decent in terms of how they do. I already want Morningstar for the Magic Synergy. The Magic Synergy, it's alright. It's not super great, man. It's certainly not defining. Did Kabam say anything about bringing back rank down tickets? So they said they're looking at... They want to bring them back at some point in the future when it's kind of appropriate. And I think if they stick with the Defender diversity thing for Alliance War, yes, I would like them to bring back down rank down tickets. But I think at the moment they're trying a few different things internally with, you know, how Alliance War is designed. But yeah, I'm a very strong advocate if they want to shift the meta of Alliance War from, you know, having the same, like, 5-10 champions, what it was before the last update, to having 50 different defenders per map, then I believe they should award rank down tickets. But also, rank down tickets, as awesome as they are for a lot of the mid-range players, they really fuck off the top players in the whales, and that is a group of people that you don't really want to piss off too much. So I can understand that, because, you know, at the... You've got to understand at the very top alliances where you have the big spenders, and Marvel Contest of Champions being a free-to-play game is a game where about 5% of the players pay for the other 95% in terms of, like, getting the game funded. So those are the people that you don't really want to piss off too much, and it's like a massive prestige race up there, and they saw a lot of, like, prestige buggery and, like, alliances shifting and stuff. From, what is it, the rank down tickets in 12.0, and apparently that caused quite a lot of top players to be very angry at the game and quit. So yeah, it's one of those things where there's not really like a win-win scenario, like, but they have the but I do strongly believe, you know, if they are looking to change the meta of Alliance War Defense for good, that they should add in rank down tickets back, because it's the right move for the community. But hey, that's just my opinion. But yeah, they're definitely not completely opposed to it, but they just want to do it when the time is right to do it. What's that? Should I max out my guillotine seat-in? I wouldn't say, it depends which one you have, like it's a 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, but guillotine certainly isn't the best champion, but she's pretty good. Depends what you need her for, man. How good is Yellow Jacket? Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty much it, Keith, innit? Next time they screw the pooch, man. But I still, again, I'm still very much of the opinion that Alliance War is nowhere near an acceptable state. But I want to see what they're going to do, because they said they're going to have, hopefully, some news for us fairly shortly on kind of an updated Alliance War and stuff like that. So we'll have to see what's up. What's that? I lost my hope in 5-star feature. I got Medusa, you got Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and Captain America. To be honest, in terms of, like, misses, like, those are some pretty good misses you got from a 5-star featured. You've got to kind of understand that the gamble for the 5-star featured is around, like, 25% of you getting the champion. So, yeah, man, I'd be pretty happy with Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and Captain America as misses. Like, they're definitely some of the better ones. My misses on the 5-star features have been, what is it, Hulkbuster, Ant-Man, Iron Patriot, Rocket Raccoon, Winter Soldier, and 90s Cyclops. I'm pretty happy with the Rocket Raccoon. I'm not too disappointed with the Winter Soldier either, because he's a bit of a badass now. But all of the other ones, man, they just straight up suck. I'm never gonna have a use for them. So yeah, that's but to be honest, I've had some insane luck with the 5-star features. We're still at 45% chance to get them, but yeah, you just got to keep gambling, man. Keep gambling. 5-star features, I think they're definitely worth going for if the gamble is enticing enough. If there's like a god tier champion that's going to completely change your game, then yeah, I'd still say they're worth the gamble. But you've got to always remember that they are this 1 in 4, 1 in 4, 1 in 5 chance roughly. But yeah, I'm going to be going for 5 tries for Blade, and I guarantee you this is the opening where I'm going to get completely fucked. I'm going to get screwed over on every single one. Double dupe Hulkbuster, Colossus, Kamala Khan, Luke Cage, so yeah, you can watch me get absolutely fucked when it comes to that opening. It's gonna come around and bite me in the ass. I'm definitely well above average luck at the moment, so yeah. What's that? Q6. Hi, see, did Kabam say anything on when they will release T5 basics to rank up 5 stars to rank 5? So yeah, well, they didn't say anything specifically, but I'm very much assuming. I was trying to pry out like the Act 5 100% rewards, which are going to be announced next month, because the Act 5 is scheduled to be released very early December. So yeah, I think the 100% rewards is going to be the first T5 basics, and then we're going to see, I assume, a shift in T2 alphas becoming more common, and then this, like, the thing used to milk the whales at the moment is very much the T2 alphas, but when T5 basics come in, and like fragments for those, are very, very high in demand, that they can start kind of shifting the milk over to those and hopefully making T2 alphas a little bit more common. So we're gonna have to see. So at the moment I got 5 tries for 5-star Blade, but yeah, if anything else, and if I don't know, if like a really good shard based offer comes out for units, I might buy it with units in game, because I got a really nice, like, there's nothing, as somebody that's done all of the content at the moment, I'm just waiting for like an offer to splash my units on. Plus I got like 2.5k units coming in from Comic-Con that I won. So yeah, if a unit based offer comes up for 5-star shards, I might buy that if it allows me to get like a 6th try on Blade, because I think on the first 5, man, I'm gonna be screwed for sure. Hey, what is up, Kronks? Dude, Comic-Con was insane, and we also have to get you boy Q6 up there as the blubberiest whale of the day. Once again, thank you very much, Q6, and also Kronks for the super chats, guys. I really, really do appreciate the support. Right, let's get you up there at the bottom of the stream. See, Magical Gwenpool. I prefer Gwenpool personally, but there are definitely scenarios where Magic is a much better champion to use than Gwenpool. Hey, what is up, Juice? Dude, thank you so much for the super chat, man. We got a $25 super chat for your boy Juice Wolf, one of the OG supporters and patrons of the channel. Let's can we get some blubbery whales in chat, guys, to celebrate ya boy there. Juice, yesterday he did an opening of like the featured Grandmaster crystals on his channel to kind of what was it, rant about like the featured crystals not containing what was it? The champions that haven't been released into the basic pool yet. And during that rant, man, he opens 5 crystals and he gets the 4-star Morningstar and the 5-star one, which is absolutely ridiculous. I think I tweeted out the screenshot yesterday to let everybody know that Juice Wolf is officially now the Kabam CEO. But I'll quickly show you a picture, man. It was so friggin' lucky. But I also saw from Reddit, like, not a lot of people were having like insane luck with the featured Grandmaster ones. But I reckon when it comes to like 5-star Blade, the whales are going to be milked when it comes to those openings for sure. That is absolutely disgusting luck, my friend. A huge congratulations to you, and let's get you up there as the official blubberiest whale of the day. Is Phoenix good duped? Not really. Yeah, Phoenix she's got okay damage output, but there are much better cosmic champions to take up if you're just looking for damage. So I like Phoenix to have a little bit more damage in the future and a little bit more utility. So hopefully when they get around to kind of rebalancing some of the champions next year, that... Hey, what is up, my boy Joey Malu? What is my opinion on Kabam's Transformers game? I haven't really played it in a while, so yeah, I don't know. I initially, like, I really enjoy the 3D combat on it. It's super fun, but I think playing like both Marvel content, because the games in essence are quite similar, so I feel like playing both of them, like, I was getting quite burnt out. So yeah, I like the game, but there are so many features. I actually talked with the lead designer of Marvel Contest of Champions about a lot of the because they do a lot of kind of experimenting in Transformers to see, you know, try stuff differently to what they've tried in Marvel Contest of Champions, and try and, you know, test if stuff works. Like, for example, so there's actually been a lot of good stuff that's come from Transformers into Marvel Contest of Champions. For example, like the ability that was added a few patches ago just to go straight from kind of one arena fight to the next via the continue button. We're talking about stuff like percentage health being displayed and also pausing the fight in Transformers. You can see all the buffs. So yeah, I don't know. I like the existence of Transformers now to a certain extent. I was initially under the impression that it was siphoning resource out of MCOC and wasn't the biggest fan of it, but I've had that my theory of that debunked by Kabam himself, because Kabam have been on a crazy hiring spree. They've hired so many people in the last couple of months, and if you check their careers page, like, they've got crazy jobs going. They've expanded the quality assurance team, the class team, the engineering team, customer service team, community management team. Like, they are really beefing up now that the Netmarble acquisition has gone through. So yeah, hopefully it means that from a few, I would say, you know, it's not going to be an immediate thing of like they're instantly going to have all their shit together, but hopefully in 6 months' time they're going to have their shit together a lot more than they do now. So we'll have to see what's up for sure. Yeah, sorry about that, lads. Oh, man, I know all the comments in stream for the next minute are going to be like, oh, your mic's gone out, fam. Your mic's gone out. It's alright. Oh, mate, it's so annoying. It goes out so easy. Need to get some friggin' duct tape, man. Ugh, this happened last stream as well. Who's the best character for regeneration? I'll probably say it's the character that's best for regeneration at the moment is probably Wolverine. Ghost Rider's pretty up there. But it might be Blade. I'm looking forward to, if I can get a 5-star Blade or get some more 4-star gameplay footage, I like to do a bit more of a regeneration comparison between Blade and Wolverine, and I think what I'm gonna conclude from that is that Blade's regen is a lot more reliable but a little bit more annoying to trigger. But Wolverine's is very mindless. But Wolverine, I think, well, has significantly less damage output potential than Blade. But Blade, it's kind of a thing where you can trade power for health if you need it. So yeah, I don't know. I really like that mechanic for sure. I think there's a lot of strategy and skill when it comes to playing Blade from some of the early stuff that I've seen for sure. How do I get 4-star Morningstar? I don't have her anymore, man. It was only temporary. Gotta follow. What is that? I read your comment actually, literally just before starting the live stream. I am BK, and it's entirely explained in the video, like a few seconds in, about a minute in, like how I got the 4-star Morningstar, man. It's the content creator program. We get temporary access to 4-star champions, a 550 4-star fully maxed out, and then it gets removed. Oh no, I've had that bug where it's what is it? It only displays one character slot. Man, bugs for days, ladies and gentlemen, bugs for days. Right, let's go for Winter Soldier and Yondu, and then we're gonna sandbag, and then I think I have enough champions after that to just go like straight for Infinite Streak stuff. Just pulled the 4-star Blade. Congratulations on that. You can buy Blade 2-star on Marvel Insider. That's very true. You can get 2-star Blade. That's been around for quite a few weeks, but again, it takes like a month and a bit to deliver, so it's bare time, man. Bare time. I'm new to the game and I got a free crystal and I got a 4-star Green Goblin from it. Is it any good? Yeah, I mean, you getting a 4-star Green Goblin from a free crystal is fantastic. Green Goblin's an alright character. He's got okay damage. He's certainly not the best damaging champion, but if you got a 4-star Green Goblin and you're a fairly new player, that character's going to take you quite far in the game for sure. So yeah, man, congrats on that for sure. How long do you reckon until there will be a new Alliance Quest season with a new boss? I reckon we'll probably be seeing that around the start of next year. You know, once they've done Act 5, and I'm assuming at the end of Act 5, they're going to have, what is it, T5 basic catalyst to, you know, rank 5 5-star champions. In the new season of Alliance Quest, I feel like stuff that we're going to be seeing is T5 basic shards from like map 6 crystals, and also T2 alphas become significantly more common than they are right now. Did I ask Kabam about alliance bases? Alliance bases at this point are an internal meme. They are pretty much, I don't believe, going to happen at all. Like, they're looking at other modes of gameplay. They have bases in Transformers, but bases in Transformers suck. They have a lot of faults with them. They're very boring, and they're not very interesting or competitive. So yeah, at least when I started playing the game. So yeah, I didn't get a good vibe from bases in Transformers at all. But that's one of the things about Transformers. It seems to be a testing ground for potential new MCOC features. Which, I don't know, it has its functionality. I think Transformers, I think it's doing okay. I think it's making some cash for sure. I'm gonna grind for 3-star Morningstar. Cool, man, cool. Do I max out Morningstar even unduped? I got her on the Daywalker. I'm on the fence now. I feel like she isn't very good for the Act 5.3, but she's probably going to be good for the AQ, the current iteration of Alliance War. It really depends. She's quite good. She's all right for stuff like Act 5.3. It really depends who your other options are. So yeah, it's kind of up to you, Ham. I play around with the character a little bit more and figure it out. And what if you haven't already watched some of the Act 5 gameplay yesterday? You know, if you can play very well, she's quite a good champion for Act 5, even when it comes to some of the more difficult stuff. But again, it depends on whether or not you enjoy her play style and whether or not, what is it, you have an alternative Mystic champion to upgrade. What was Adora like in person? Adora was chill, man. She was very, very, like, on the ball, just firing a lot of questions at her. Like, oh, man, what was it? I was, like, shit-talking for days at Comic-Con, just throwing out the banter there, just, like, dropping low-key comments about whales and stuff all of the time. Like, it was, and she took it like a champ for the most part. But no, Adora was super. She actually came through to the meetup at Dave & Buster's very unexpectedly, and just had like all of these Marvel Contest of Champions bags and swag and pins that she just gave out to everyone, which is really, really cool. But yeah, Adora was pretty on the ball with the questions, man. Like, you know, Adora gets a lot of flack on the forums, and I can understand why in the past, because Adora and Mike, they're pretty much the PR people to a certain extent. They've got to break the news to people that people might not necessarily want to hear, that comes from higher above in the company. But, like, you know, I feel like the enemy... hanging out with the Kabam team, I will tell you who I feel like the enemy of the players might be. And the enemy of the players is not anybody on the development team, and it's not anybody in the community. It's the people on, like, the board of investors that need the game to, like, continue making money. Because it's not the people in the office, the people making the game, if the game does really well, it doesn't benefit their salaries at all. Like, you know, they get paid like a certain amount to just come to work every day and do their job and try to make the best game possible. But obviously there's always pressure from the people higher up in the company to ensure that the game is staying really profitable and continuing to hit targets and exceed that. So yeah, that's kind of my take on who is that. The people that are essentially the enemy of the player base are the people that you never see, I never will see, because they just sit in a boardroom, just counting those big stacks, man, milking those whales. So yeah, the Kabam CEO, man, the Kabam CEO for sure. But yeah, I just wanted to give that perspective, because, you know, I had some really, really good chats. I didn't do any on-camera interviews, because I was talking with the developers, and they were like, because especially, you know, if you're representing a company, you need to dance around stuff very, very carefully. Anything that you say written on the forums or on camera. So I had some fucking real talks, man. Off-camera real talks with the devs, and I got that juicy inside perspective, the fucking real smackdown, and it was fantastic, man. And yeah, I really did appreciate that for sure. the board of directors is ordering the massive bugs in the game. It's not the devs' fault. I mean, you know, as I've mentioned in the past, that they definitely have messed up when it comes to the bugs in the last patch. You know, I'm not even going to defend that, but simultaneously, I understand the basic frustration of like developing on mobile in comparison to like PlayStation 4 or Xbox, because if you develop on mobile, right, you're sending the game out to like hundreds, thousands of different devices. And we know from playing MCOC that there are bugs that exist on Android and certain phones that just, you know, there are so many different pieces of hardware. You know, I'm not the most technically savvy person, but essentially it's not like a PS4 where everybody has the same equipment and gear. Like, there are many, many different bugs across many, many different devices, because that's just the nature of developing a game that's run on like 1,000 different devices. But yeah, there was definitely some universal stuff, and they were relatively quick at fixing the big bugs with the patch earlier this month. Like, obviously it wasn't that immediate. The compensation was alright. I would prefer kind of more appropriate compensation as well. Like a good stack of 5-star shards. Like, that's good. Like, it's awesome, but if they could send out some like revives and potions, stuff more relevant to people kind of actually dying in game, that would be a little bit more fantastic for sure. What happens when they run out of characters, Joey? What are you referring to? Like, run out of Marvel characters? Marvel run out of characters? You fucking kidding me, son? Dude, Marvel can make characters for days, man. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of characters already existing in the Marvel universe that aren't even in the game yet. They have a tentative plan now, Marvel Contest of Champions. Again, most of this info is just a repeat of what I've already said on like what I found out at New York Comic Con. But yeah, they have a plan now. They have a schedule till 2025 for the game. They got another like friggin' like 8 years of characters. They got so much stuff going on. So we'll have to see. Am I participating in Joel Line's tournament? I didn't even know about Joel Line's tournament, man. What's going on? Like, I'm interested for sure. Exactly. Honestly, bugs exist everywhere, and it's the board that puts the pressure on the devs. It's why games are released incomplete all the time, and why we get a lot of day one patches on Xbox One and PS4. Yeah, that's very true, you know, especially with Marvel Contest of Champions as well. They do have like a, what is it, like 4-5 week patch release schedule, and stuff needs to be submitted for approval, because Apple take time to verify. It's not a thing where they can instantly apply an update. They need to apply for the update in terms of the App Store 3 weeks before. So before Ragnarok update, they will already be they would have already pushed through, I would assume, like sometime this week for it, and it's not released for another 3 weeks. So yeah, man, it's a very, very fast-paced cycle. I'm definitely not defending. Like, I would definitely love for them to have bug-free patches all the time, but I do understand that with such an aggressive cycle and so much pressure on to get those updates out, that there are going to be bugs. It's just that we want them to address bugs in a very timely manner, and if they are like bugs that super fuck up everyone, then, you know, have more than adequate compensation for sure. 8 years of characters, and I bet Jessica Jones isn't one of them. So while I didn't have this conversation personally, apparently Brian asked about Jessica Jones, and the response that he got was like, Jessica Jones just isn't a very fun character, and I can definitely get that. I mean, she's just she doesn't have any extravagant powers or animations. So yeah, I don't think she's terribly up there on the list of characters that they're looking to add in the immediate future. But yeah, I don't know. You can't, you know, there's so much you can do with characters like Gladiator 4 or Hela or MODOK. But Jessica Jones, you know, she's very, very simple, and there are a lot of characters existing in the game already that have fairly similar abilities and powers. So she might not be the most exciting one to add. I think there are much more interesting characters before that. Hey, what is up, Rafael? Hope you're doing well. Next character you want to be added. I wanted a Gladiator Hulk, man, so badly. I'm bummed. I am legit bummed that there is no Gladiator Hulk coming, apparently. But we'll have to see. Yeah, though, it's going to be easy 200 plus new characters by 2025 for sure. Hammer's joining low. I might be helping out and not participating in the first round. Check out the video on his channel. It's using the 6-star boss rush. Ah, interesting, man. Yeah, I might have a little bit of a look at that. Hey, what is up, Owen? Hope you're doing well. Hey, Cian, I have one question. Kabam says they will make it easier to obtain 5-star shards because the new star champion's in 2018, but what's coming? Why does it feel like nothing changing in the game? 5-star shards, that you know, I asked this question trying to get any specifics, and they said there are going to be more ways, but we can't tell you yet. But just, I guess, speaking from a very objective point of view, they bumped up the amount of 5-star shards you got from monthly event quest literally just before they did that announcement. So that was the first buff, and then they had that calendar which gave you 2,500 5-star shards, and then the one which gave you 5,000 5-star shards, and then they had the what was it, the compensation package which gave you 2,500 5-star shards. And they have this bonus event this month, which gives you 1,000 5-star shards. So while it's not, you know, the biggest overall increase, they are adding like little more ways. You know, I think it's somewhat unfair to say that they haven't added absolutely any more ways to get 5-star shards. But yeah, I definitely agree. There does need to be more consistent ways in like terms of arena rewards and in terms of like Alliance War. Those rewards definitely need to be buffed, and hopefully there's going to be a Halloween calendar as well, which gives a huge amount of 5-star shards this month. But I don't know any confirmation on that one. But I think we might see it. If there's going to be a Halloween calendar, well, it depends if it's a 14-day or 7-day one. If it's a 14-day one, we'll probably see something about it next week. If it's a 7-day one, then I assume the week after. So we'll have to see, man. We'll have to see. Oh no, it's going to be MODOK. That's MODOK coming in December, Blackened. So yeah, I hate to ruin that, I'm afraid, man. Is 5-star Hulk good? Yeah, man, 5-star Hulk's definitely one of the best champions you could have pulled from a 5-star crystal. Yo, what is up, Pickle? Hope you're doing well, man. Right, trying to get the parry here. Yeah, I think if we go for another 5 combo and smack down the special 2, yeah, that's going to crit. Definitely take it down. It'd be so cool that Kabam made an Infinity War event. You could get Thanos with Infinity Gauntlet. I think Thanos, they're going to do a big event. I think Thanos is going to be obviously the big bad boss for the event. But I would assume that he's probably so powerful in this event that he's not going to be a playable character. I might be wrong on that, but that's what I would assume. But simultaneously, I guess from an alternate perspective, you know, if they did have like a balance, well, like a god tier Infinity Gauntlet Thanos, like that would make them a fuck ton of money if they were to add that to like the 5-star crystals and 4 stars as a playable character. So yeah, I guess there's I don't know what they could do. What's my best guess at the odds of getting a feature champion for a 5-star feature crystal? So yeah, it's around like 20 to 25%. So like it's a 1 in 5, 1 in 4. So yeah, it's very roughly about that. From a lot of the openings I've seen. So there are some people that get quite lucky and get above average, and there are people that go like 0 for 15. So it's tough, man. And yeah, new calendar will come with a boss rush. Do you have any confirmation of that, Billy, or is that just something that you're saying in confidence? Yo, what is up, Assad? Pleasure to see you on the channel today. See, should I chuck 20 stones into my Morningstar 440 Awakened? She doesn't really. Depends if you want more. She doesn't need a huge amount of 6 stones, if I'm honest, man. I would say there are better champions to funnel your signature stones into. Like, it's an alright benefit. It's a little bit more fury, a little bit more regeneration, and a little bit more power gain in the matchups where the opponents proc those. But again, I don't know. I wouldn't say she's the best champion to dump the stones into. Would sell my house for Infinity Gauntlet Thanos. Yeah, exactly. A lot of people go crazy for that champion, so we'll have to see. What's that? Senior Morningstar gameplay, very informative as usual. I have Voodoo maxed out currently, but I also have a rank 4 Awakened Magic versus Scarlet Witch Hood Dormammu. Are all of those priority over Morningstar? It's an interesting one. I think I'd maybe, unless you've got a good power control champion, I'd probably take Magic up over a Morningstar. And if you really like the face roll, and if you are high Sig level Scarlet Witch, I'd maybe take her up over a Morningstar as well. But again, it kind of depends what you need. If you're doing a lot of, you know, map 6 and your alliance is requesting that you do like a bleed lane, then Morningstar, you know, might be the better option. But I think that's one of the things with Mystic, where a lot of the champions, that it's not as what was it, black and white as it used to be in terms of the rank ups. There isn't like oh, you want to use Scarlet Witch for every scenario. It's kind of, you know, what do you exactly need? What are your alliance requesting that you do? Like, so we'll have to see, man. In confidence, bro. Oh, okay, man. I really hope so, for sure. Because, yeah, this month's login calendar sucked, man. It was so bad, for sure. Dude, seeing people go... Dude, I'm definitely going 0-5 in my Blade opening. It's going to be Seat Anonymous 2K, for sure. How long did it take to build this roster? Tutorial for it. It took quite a while, man. It's taken about, like, 18 and a bit months. Like, I've been playing this game for bare time. But, yeah, I mean, I'm not the most hardcore arena grinder as well. This roster could certainly be a little bit more fleshed out if I wanted it to be. But we have a lot of guides on the channel, man, if you're looking for farming, like, 4-star and 5-star champions. But you gotta, you know, there's not one video that will teach you how to be exactly where I'm at this point today. What do we have? Would I rank 5 a 4-star Vision or Star-Lord, both duped multiple times? Definitely Star-Lord first out of those two. Star-Lord is a champion that just comes in useful so much. I'd quite enjoy having like another like 4-star Star-Lord at 550. So yeah, I don't know, I might take him up at some point in the future. But depends. Like I want to see what I get from my my Blade Crystals when I open them, because there's a chance that I could open the Blade Crystals and get like Stark-Enhanced Spider-Man and awaken him. You know, that is within the realm of possibility when it comes to those 5-star featured ones. See, an open 500 300 unit crystals. See, I'm gonna do that for the memes when it comes to either if I miss out on Blade or Gladiator Hulk, or Hela, because apparently, like, Gladiator Hulk's, sorry, Gladiator 4, that's what I meant, Gladiator 4 is what I meant to say. Apparently, like, Gladiator 4, everybody around the Kabam team seemed pretty hyped for that character, so we'll have to see. Hey, thank you very much, Ham, I appreciate that, man. I'm 6 months in, long way to grind. Yeah, well, I've definitely got, I would say I completed a roster that could do everything. Honestly, toward the end of last year. Now it's kind of just collecting stuff for fun. Like, I definitely enjoy... There's just a huge collection element to this game that's very fun to, like, get all the new characters and stuff. Like, if I get Blade, that'd be friggin' amazing. It'd be so good. But simultaneously, there's not really any character that I need a huge amount at the moment. It's just everything's a super nice to have. And it's just going to make me even more powerful. Should I sell my 4-star champions for 5-star hero shards? Never, my friend. Never sell any champion. If you sell any champion, you're playing yourself. Because you get a lot more shards from duplicating champions than you do from selling them. Especially when you get those 4-star champions to dupe level 99. It's like 550-something 5-star shards every time you dupe a 4-star. And that will happen, man. You got to play the long game. Hey, what's up, Lip? Hope you're doing well. From Voodoo, Archangel, and Starkey, who should deserve a generic Awakening gem? So it's definitely not Stark-Enhanced Spider-Man. I would say it's between Voodoo and Archangel, but it depends which one of the characters you enjoy more and which one you need more for whatever mode of gameplay you're struggling in at the moment. Like, there are definitely, there are pros and cons, like Voodoo and Archangel both do different stuff. But I don't know. I think I would rather, if I was given the choice, I would probably awaken Archangel, just because I'm a really big fan of those huge damage output champions, and Archangel is the biggest of those at the moment. So yeah, that's probably the what I go down. Who's the next 5-star feature I'm going for? At this point, I'm 99% sure it's going to be Blade. So yeah, keep an eye out. And what is it, like a week and 1 week and 1 day, or 13 days? Seaton, an almost 3k when he goes for the 5-star Blade crystals. Oh man, I know the community. Even, to be honest, even I want to see me like get a little bit fucked on the Blade ones, because I've been so lucky in the past that I feel like the channel, they need an opening, like the anonymous 2k one for the 5-star Blade. So I'd love to get 5-star Blade, but even if I don't, I'm going in with kind of the perspective that I'm gonna get fucked, because my luck has already been well above average. So, you know, it's in all fairness, man, for sure. Oh, man, dude, Owen, I've heard, like, really good stuff about, Gladiator 4 so far. They haven't told me any specifics, but apparently he uses a variety of different weapons. He goes fucking hard, and everybody seems pretty hyped that he's an awesome and interesting champion. Icene, should I rank up Iceman or Archangel if I want to complete Road to the Labyrinth of Legends? I'd say if you want to complete that, it's probably Iceman, because Iceman is a utility god for so many fights in Road to the Labyrinth of Legends. Honestly, one of the best champions. But yeah, if that's kind of your goal, I would, yeah, I go for Iceman, my friend. Even at 440, you should be amazing. Can't wait for the 5-star memes. Oh, it's going to be so much fun, for sure. Last time you said that you pulled an IP. I know I did. See, I pulled a 4-star Stark Spidey from the Ninja Crystal yesterday. One thing I've been seeing recently, and I don't know if this is a legit theory or not, but I feel like, because, you know, they released the Grandmaster's crystals and the featured Grandmaster's crystals. So you've got those two now. I think because of the release of those, and they're very aware that the regular featured ones have become a lot less desirable, so I think to kind of encourage sales, I think they've jacked up the drop rates for the featured hero crystals. Now, I'm not 100% sure on that, but, you know, from people buying the Blade offer, I've never seen that many people get like I saw so many people with 4-star Blade, 4-star Morningstar. Even I got a 4-star myself from it. And I've opened, like, but in the past, so many featured hero crystals. And just generally got really fucked. So yeah, I don't know if anybody, you know, what are your perspectives on that in chat? Do you think that's a legit theory, or I'm interested to get some thoughts on that. Hey, what is up, Jack? Thank you very much. Starting to defeat Mr. Master Mode. Should I upgrade Iceman or Mephisto? I'd upgrade Iceman, definitely. Because, yeah, there's something about Mephisto versus Mephisto that's a little bit bugged in Master Mode. And he's not fully avoiding all of the damage, so I'd go for that, for sure. Dude, yeah, 5-star Blade all the way. I'm not that fussed about Stark Spider-Man as a 5-star, just because, like, everybody else is gonna go for him. So yeah, I don't know. I like the idea of having quite a unique champion if I can get him awakened. Well, I imagine quite a lot of people will be going for Blade as well, so we'll have to see. If you don't have an Awakening Gem, or you don't believe you're going to be able to get a 5-star Awakening Gem in the near future, I would go for Stark Enhanced Spider-Man. But if you have access to a Skill Awakening Gem, or believe you could get one in the future, I would go for Blade. That would be, I'll do a video kind of weighing up the pros and cons of both of the characters shortly after the release of Blade, and I've got a little bit more info on him. But yeah, that's kind of what I see right now. Is I think if you got that Skill Awakening Gem, you definitely want to go for Blade. But at the end of the day, it's also very much to do with personal preference. Right, what do we have? Yeah, I think so. Maybe they like made him a little bit higher to encourage more people to buy that Blade offer. I don't know, man. I don't know. Ah, that could be as... I mean, like, luck is luck at the end of the day, so we'll have to see. I think they boosted those specific crystals in advance for the FGC coming out. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe that I got as well, Black. And like those crystals, especially from the Blade offer, man, seemed really, really juiced up. So it was an interesting one for sure. Though I think the game should have Fantastic Four champions. I definitely love to see them. There's so much they could do with, you know, like Silver Surfer and Galactus and Doctor Doom, but the rights to Fantastic Four, like, are just not available at the moment, because the Marvel rights are all very, very messy. Like, we spoke to Kabam about this at New York Comic Con. They, the guy who decides which characters are going to be in the game and sorts all that out, like, he loved the Fantastic Four so much, but they can't get access to the rights to include them in the game right now. So yeah, Marvel copyright, yeah, all the copyright stuff with the characters and different companies owning different rights. It's a little bit of a mess. But yeah, just to answer your question there. What's that? What was the theory of the features? Oh, like the blade crystals, like the drop rates on that were really, really jacked up to increase like more sales for the this round of Morningstar crystals. So yeah, we'll have to see. Seen as 29 million views total. Yeah, we're very close to 30 million views on the channel. 30 million people at some point in their lives have watched a Seaton Man of Legends video. That's honestly quite absurd. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, man. I never thought, you know, what was it, in school, like just chilling in the classroom, thinking about where my life was going to go, I'd have 30 million people watch. So yeah, man, that's pretty sweet. Pretty cool number. Hey, Cian, 5-star unduped Voodoo worth ranking up. I'd probably take him to rank 3, but I wouldn't take him to rank 4 unless he was awakened. But, you know, I assume there are going to be quite a few points in the future. Maybe, I reckon the Act 5 100% rewards is going to be a generic awakening gem. So yeah, if you can do that, awaken Voodoo for sure, man. Beginner bracket, 3-star Morningstar cutoff. Oh man, it's impossible to tell you. I definitely go for above 500k if you can. Try and get that, or like maybe it might be 200k. I'm not too sure. Just as much as you can, really, because there is no set cutoff for that. It always changes because people are being rotated in and out. So yeah, as much as you can grind. Frojo told me MCOC can add any champ, but adding Fantastic Four would piss off Marvel. Maybe that's it. I'm not entirely sure of the wider spectrum of it, but I think that's what something they might be trying to do, trying to get, you know, kill the Fantastic Four. That actually makes a huge amount of sense there. The Marvel wouldn't want to encourage any Fantastic Four stuff in any of their stuff at the moment, so that the hype around the Fantastic Four brand and comics and all that stuff dies down, so that they can acquire it back very, very easily, so that then they can kind of reignite it with a lot of hype around a really well done movie. So yeah, something like that. See, and I also have 2-star Blade free hero from Marvel Insider. It probably hasn't arrived yet, I would assume. It's not for another month it arrives. Oh, I get that. I get that, Norman, for sure. But still, man, it's a lot of views, man. A lot of views. I think the channel also has something like, gosh, how much is it? It's like 100 and something million minutes watched. Like, it's an absurd amount. Might actually be bordering on like 200 million minutes watched. Crazy, man. I love stats, man. What's that? What's your take on the future Grandmaster crystals that cost 300 units? Oh, those are just whale milking crystals for sure, man. I don't think those are very good. I mean, they can be very good if you luck out, but again, they're very much like a much bigger gamble on the regular featured hero crystals. So yeah, I still, for the majority of players, don't really think they're worth it. Well, they're definitely not worth it for kind of the average player on a kind of a limited budget. They're hugely designed to get those whales milked, though, for sure. Come on, who to rank up? Electra unduped or Crossbones at Sig level 40 for rank 5. Personally, I'd go for Electra, but it's a little bit of personal preference. I wouldn't go for Crossbones just because, what was it? It depends where you want to play the character, really, for the most part. Like, it depends what you need either one of those characters for. There are both pros and cons. The biggest con being for Crossbones is the fact that his buffs currently a huge amount of Mystic Dispersion fuel, so make him not very good at all for stuff like Alliance War. But Electra, man, she's pretty badass. Very reliable defensive ability accuracy reduction if you can play the character well. The hype, lol, there is no hype for them at the moment. The movie's ruined it. Yeah, exactly. I think Marvel are very aware that the last Fantastic Four movie ran it to the ground. But there are still a lot of, like, old school fans, man, that really like the Fantastic Four. Like, the Fantastic Four, they have some amazing stories for sure. I've watched some, like, Comics Explained stuff. So yeah, I'd love to see, like, Marvel officially acquire the rights back and, like, start incorporating them into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That'd be pretty fantastic. Okay, we got to fight the arch nemesis here. The Buster of Hulks. Is this going to be enough? Hey, just about. Not too bad, man. Scene, I dare you to open a featured hero crystal. Whoa, it's there, man. Guys, I've just been dead. Just been dead to open a featured hero crystal right now. I'm going to pass on that dare, man. That's pretty lame dare. Seaton, spend your money right now. Spend it. Spend your money. I dare you. I dare you. It's a dare. No, man. You call it a dare, man. I call it an inefficient use of resources. I ain't messing about with that. Hey, Seaton, your 4-star champions are very cool. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Got the 4-star Morningstar from the GMC, though. Oh, not too bad, man. Got to rank 3 for 5-star between Storm, Guillotine, and Ghost Rider. Definitely Ghost Rider out of those, Frankie. That's what I'd go for. Easy, man. Easy. How come nobody talks about Silver Surfer? We talked about Silver Surfer like twice on this stream already. We'd love to see Silver Surfer. Fantastic Four. It's not happening, man. Not happening. Not happening. Yeah, for sure, Blackened. 100%, man. Like, I'd love to see some of those characters. I double dare. Oh, damn. Wales double dared me, man. Double dare you, dog, to open. Man, been crazy dead for days. Hey, Cian, how are you? And who should I rank up? Rogue or Angela? Do you think they should make Gladiator 4 as good as 4 used to be? Apparently, Gladiator 4 is going to be incredibly different. Not as good as 4 used to be, because 4 used to be broken as fuck. The fact that you could, like, pretty much one-shot, like, everything was pretty absurd. So that was, you know, that ruined a lot of stuff, and I very much understand why 4 was nerfed. But yeah, out of those two, I'd probably go for Angela. It depends what you need. If you want Rogue's a little bit better utility, but Angela, just an amazing hard-hitting champion that doesn't rely at all on being awakened. So yeah, maybe take Angela up to, you know, if I was on my free-to-play account, I'd definitely make the rank-up choice of that. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we have been streaming for about an hour now. I'm just gonna go and record another video. So we're about to set a video live, which is one of the most hype ones that we've had on the channel this week, which is a double free-to-play 4-star crystal opening. So I'm just going to go ahead and set that video live, and then we're going to pop off for a bit. But I want to do a couple more live streams today where we just, you know, chill and grind some arena. So the new video is now live. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into the live stream today. Take care and have an absolutely fantastic day.